Clint, Nicole, Ferrell. Just wanted to give you guys the encouragement word for today, just to talk to you, let you know where we are, let you know what's been going on in our lives. And, this week's been kind of crazy to see a turnaround switch as the other day. And so this theme came into our head, or this word really stuck out to us as me and Nicole were talking the other day. And we're just thinking about what's next, and the word adapt came into our hearts and in our minds, and how to adapt with this new phase of life that's fixing to happen, and so we started just looking it up. So the word adapt by definition means becoming adjusted to new conditions. Another one is to change your behavior so that it is easier to live in a particular situation, which is what we're going through now, is trying to adapt with where we are. So there's some synonyms that go along with adapt, and a couple of them is accommodate, adjust, conform. So when I was thinking about conforming during this time and adapting, I was thinking about Romans chapter 12 came to mind, first thing. So I just want to read it to you guys and let you kind of see what I caught out of it. So starting with verse 1, I appeal to you, therefore, brothers, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as living sacrifices, holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual worship. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, and what is good and acceptable and perfect. So when I was reading it, something really stood out to me, is not to be conformed to this world, but to be renewed, have our minds renewed in the gospel. That the gospel should every day be on our minds. It should renew our hearts and our minds to be transformed to do God's will. So the way that adapting during this time is by keeping safe practices, and trying to keep yourselves healthy through this pandemic, and coming out of this pandemic, trying to keep yourself healthy as well, and to try to be respectable to those around you, and to just love people. And that shows grace. It shows the gospel and what the gospel means to us as a people who believe in Jesus. So my main thing I was thinking, it's not all about us, it's about others. It's about trying to show others, because what God has given us. God has given his son for us so that we can give life to those around us. And that means by respecting people's bubbles, by just trying to respect others' points of view during this time, and just trying to love one another in and through it. And I know Nicole's got a little example she wants to share as well, so go ahead.
So when we purchased our current home 2 years ago, I could not stand the red brick on the outside. I wanted to paint it white. I had this grand idea of doing a red, white, and blue themed exterior with blue shutters and a colonial red front door and all white exterior. I have adapted my ideas and now have decided to keep the red brick and stick with the black shutters and how the house looks, but revamp it in smaller ways that are a little bit more cost effective and economical. So far I've been really enjoying how the house is looking. So that was just for me how God was showing me that I'm adapting to certain situations. Obviously right now we have to adapt to trying to figure out how to make CrossPoint safe and be responsible to everyone who's coming in our doors. So right now the leadership needs your prayers to make the right decision for everyone. We know that not everyone is going to be happy with the choices and the decisions that are made, but at the same token we need to do what is best for the majority of people. Clint and I have already made the discussion and made the decision of when the doors open, more than likely we won't be coming back as a family right off the get-go. I mean, if you know our child that was just in the picture, he won't sit still for very long. So to allow everyone else to be able to enjoy the worship service, Clint is more than likely going to be staying back home with our 2 kids, and I'll be there helping with the lyrics and helping in the back booth. So for us, it's a bittersweet moment because we're excited to have the doors open, but we know it's going to be a lot longer for us to be back as a family for worship. So just keep the leadership in your prayers tonight and tomorrow because they need it. They need to be able to make the right decisions and to have God's wisdom and discernment behind these decisions for our regular attenders and for those who are going to be coming into our doors for the first time. So as we get ready to adapt to a new way of doing services again, just keep praying for the leadership, keep praying for myself because once again I'm shifting how my job is being fulfilled and how I need to do my job, along with homeschooling and babysitting and all those other fun things. But yeah, so just keep them in prayers. Let's all be ready to adapt and to transition in this new phase together as a body and to be able to support each other in this time.
Definitely. Yeah, we'll be praying for you guys. We miss you. Look forward to seeing you guys soon. Take care. God bless.
Bye-bye.